Nearly 10 million Americans are affected by essential tremor, causing involuntary shaking. And the typical treatment includes a variety of medications, but now Italian researchers studied a possible more affordable and effective treatment using vitamin B1 injections. Take a look at these patients' before and after videos from the case report that was published in the British Medical Journal.
Wow.
That's
a big difference.
So that's a huge improvement.
Isn't that remarkable?
Actually.
So what they did in this study, the patients received 2 really high dose, we're talking megadose injections of thiamine, vitamin B1 per week. The trial tracked them for 3 years. They continued to receive the injections through that period, and the marked improvement started after just 3 months of treatment.
I mean, this is really fascinating research. I mean, granted, this was only 2 people, and this is 100 times the recommended daily dose of thiamine or vitamin B1. But it really raises some fascinating questions because we know this vitamin is so important in nerve function and central nervous function specifically. And these types of essential tremors, we really don't have a lot of good medication options. In fact, typically people can take beta blockers or Botox, but there are a number of medications, all of which tend to fall short. I think less than 60% of people who use these medications really achieve any benefit.
Well, and a lot of side effects with the beta blockers, and as doctors, we all see this condition in our practice, and it's men, women, it's old, it's young. They have this essential tremor, and it affects them. They get very embarrassed by it. It affects them socially and possibly even, professionally if it comes into play in the workplace. Obviously, you don't want your surgeon with an essential tremor.
I think that's the interesting thing is that when we talk about like a Parkinson's tremor, then that occurs at rest. But the big problem with essential tremors is it occurs when you use your hand.
Exactly.
So that's really
an intentional tremor. In other words, sitting here, I don't do it. But then when I go to grab my cup, I start shaking a little bit, whereas with somebody with Parkinson's, they're shaking all the time.
I want people at home to remember, we also talk about super therapeutic doses of vitamins and things a lot on the show, and we say you want to be careful when you do that because there can be unwanted side effects. So until we have larger studies, you really do want to be careful, and you want to talk to your doctor. Don't just go to the store and say, give me all your vitamin B1, and then go home and say, Grandma, take this, it's going to cure your tremor. You really want to make sure you're having a conversation with your doctor.
Absolutely.
Such a good point. And people don't realize vitamins fall into 2 categories, the water-soluble and the fat-soluble. Fat-soluble, A, D, E, K. There, if you consume too much, you can OD on it.
Right, so just to clear for our audience, what Dr. Ordon is talking about is when they're fat soluble, like a vitamin A, E, D, K, it stays in your body and your fat stores it and it can become incredibly toxic. But something like a vitamin B1, you do just pee it out. So if you did take a mega dose, you could still have an allergic reaction. It could still interact with your other medications. Certainly it can cause problems, but you're not likely to store it in your body and have a toxicity from that. So really important point.
Like you said, we need more studies, but this is very, very promising because this is a problem for a lot of people.